Hey everybody, Cursey is here with more Empires and Allies. Now today, we're going to talk about the controversial global map changes. Before we do that though, quick update. I have all of my troop tarmacs ready to go for HQ 18. So, or for HQ 19, my bad, I'm already at 18. So I'll be able to upgrade everything else, toot sweet quick, and we'll get there. So, these changes. Well, let's go ahead and read the notes right out of Zynga's mouth. So, this is from Aloha Bunny, one of the super moderators on the Zynga player forums. We have noticed certain players taking undue advantage of the change mission option in the global battles. This feature is meant to give players the option to change bases which they find too difficult so that they can continue progressing and enjoying the game at their own pace. However, some players misuse this by deliberately restricting themselves to a 1 to 2 star victory while gaining all resources from the base. They then use change mission some over hundreds of times a day to farm virtually limited, unlimited, he meant to say unlimited there, unlimited resources out of the same base. This gives them an unfair edge over other bona fide players, many of whom have voiced their concerns to us. We have implemented a solution to this in the latest release in response to said player requests. We realize that this option has been available to players from the early days of the game, and removing it outright is not the solution. Hence, we have implemented a solution to make it gradually unattractive with use. Make it gradually unattractive to abuse, is what he's trying to say. We will allow for a fixed number of free change mission actions every day, which will work the same as the current system. The player can use change mission and then either wait for the new map to be available or skip the timer using 5 gold. The limit will not be specific to bases but will apply on total change mission actions taken on the entire globe. We have kept the free limit sufficiently high so that players changing bases because of genuine reasons will not be impacted. This limit will be visible to players on their map. Also, this limit will reset every day at midnight PST with the same number of actions available again for the next day. For players who wish to change missions more often than the provided limit, the option to do so will be available by using gold. The gold cost will increase with each successive skip until it reaches a sufficiently high number, at which point it will be capped. In other words, they will, you'll be allowed to reset, skip the midnight reset by using gold, but every time you do it, it will increase the amount of gold up to a certain number, up to a certain cap. In a similar vein as above, we have seen certain players using scripting/botting to level up their Omega units in global battles and or kill switch events. We have taken the decision to limit the Omega XP gained from global battles after a fixed number of battles. So in other words, after your Omega gains experience in a certain number of global battles on the globe, it won't gain as much, or it won't gain any at all. I'm not sure what they're trying to say here. Anyways, also no Omega XP will be gained from kill switch maps after a 3-star victory. Okay, so people were intentionally 2-starring kill switch maps so they could play them over and over again to well, that doesn't make okay. I guess it just won't be any XP after a victory anyway. As before, we have kept the limit sufficiently high so that genuine players do not lose out on Omega XP. We have taken these decisions to strengthen fairer competition within the player community without impacting genuine players. We understand that for some of our players who have become habituated to this, it might seem like a bother for some time. In other words, if you have a habit of going on the globe and refreshing the same base 100 times a day, you're going to whine about this. Anyways. But I personally, I've never done this, so it doesn't affect me. In fact, I don't even touch the globe. Ever, usually. I mean, I'm pretty far ahead on it, but I don't usually touch it. Anyways, but we request you stick with the game a little bit longer. We are confident that this is the right decision in the interest of the community and will make the game more fun in the long run. We hope our players will appreciate the effort we put into this and support our decision. We are, as always, open to feedback and suggestions, blah, blah, blah. So in other words, if you want to make feedback and suggestions, you better go to the Zynga player forums, which you see up here in the upper left here, and, you know, voice your opinion. So anyways, close that out. What does this mean? I gotta refresh the game because I was talking too long. So what does this mean? Basically, from what they just said, that a lot of players would come to the global map, find a base, like northern China here, you know, attack this guy, which I will just demonstrate this once. So
Viper inbound.
I'll just send out the Viper. Go Viper! Viper, what are you doing?
Bringing down the hammer. Light this place up.
Sabotage activated.
Goodbye. Anyway.
Pretty typical. We still go back there?
Anyways.
Throwing everything I got at him. Yep, not working.
Let's get the 2-star victory. Like I got all the steel out of this base that I wanted. Which is all I wanted, was the steel. Go Viper! Walk your way off the battlefield. About time. So you get your, you get your resources plus 10%. And that battle only took a few seconds. Then we would go to the same place, northern China, which I just did, hit change mission. This will reset any stars already earned in this mission. Yes. Boom. Done. Reset. And I can change it again, you know, in 1 hour. And now they just said some players do this hundreds of times a day within a 24-hour period, which is crazy. So I don't see the practicality in this, but because to me, okay, this is how this affects the community in my opinion. Now, what this basically tells me is that the reason that, you know, my defense log is empty is because people would rather be on the globe map than on the quick match. This is what it tells me, and this is obviously what it tells Zynga too, is that people would rather be on the globe map than on the quick matches, because they can farm far more resources very quickly off the global map than off the quick matches. So obviously I think Zynga has acknowledged this, and I think there are going to be some changes to quick matches coming to where we're going to be able to get more resources. So I would highly suggest that people be patient with this change, especially those who were, as Zynga put it, you know, in the habit of doing this 100 times a day, stick with this right now, and likely something else is going to come. But that's where part of the problem comes with the community here, is that most people are on the globe map rather than quick matches, and what that tells Zynga is people are not playing the game. You're not playing the game. If you're sitting here 100 times a day resetting the globe, you're not playing the game. The game is competitive. The game is a competitive base builder. If you are just sitting there farming resources off the globe, you are not being competitive. You are not playing the game. This right here, quick matches, this is the game. This is supposed to be the meat of the game right here. You're supposed to find a base, loot it, and be done with it. And really, I see this as a positive change, because now people are going to be more incentivized to get on the quick matches rather than sit on the globe and do nothing all day. So, and to me, also for people who are saying, well, this is a legit thing to do, no, it is not legitimate, because obviously it wasn't legit in the first place because Zynga changed it. If this was legitimate, Zynga would never have touched it. But in the past, Zynga did acknowledge that this was an exploit. In other words, an exploit being something a player that is doing in the game contrary to what the developer had planned for how the player should play the game. So in other words, Zynga is saying, hey guys, this is not how the game is supposed to be played. And we're changing it permanently. That's it. So for those of you who are going to complain saying that this is legitimate, unfortunately Zynga disagrees with you. It is not legitimate. They've disagreed in the past anyways. People knew changes were coming. They just didn't know when. So, oh well. I mean, that's really my opinion on it. In fact, to me, these changes are not controversial at all. Like I said, I never even partook of this globe map exploit, and never will. So, really, that's my opinion, and that's my opinion on how this actually affects the community. I believe that the people who will drop the game is going to be a very small number. And the people who are going to stay is still going to be about the same. So, that's it. And also, as Zynga pointed out, people were using bots to start the game up, walk away, and let the bot farm the globe map with the Omega units, giving the unit a massive amount of XP every day. So, and that's just not, and like, I challenge you to show me a game, a base builder game just like this, or any other mobile game like this, where the developer says, oh hey, it's okay to bot and use scripts in your game, because it's not. No developer ever allows that. They don't want you botting the game, exploiting a simple mechanical flaw in the game. Because once that happens, you're not playing the game. You're not playing it as they intended you to play it. And how is that fun for anybody? That's my opinion. And that's it. That's all the time I have for. I hope you guys enjoyed my opinion on this, listening. But otherwise, make sure to like, subscribe, share this video with your friends and Empires and Allies buddies, and you know, let's keep comments and clean, respectful. Otherwise, you know, if you're just gonna be a jerk, I might disable them. But otherwise, Thank you everybody for watching, and I'll see everyone in the next video. Bye-bye.